Good evening, Super Metroid fans! Welcome to the flagship station Speed Gaming for the SGLive 22 Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament Bottom Bracket Finals. Chat, I hope you're ready to get down to rock and get up to burn. I want you all to stand with your pride and never fear your desire, because we got the Hockey Towner and Oats and Goats on the microphone for this race.
Howdy, howdy. I must say you do have the best intros. I don't know how to follow that up other than here we go, I guess. Let's let it speak for itself.
Yeah. My goodness. Oats, this is it. ARC versus ShinyZeni in a best-of-3 contest.
Yes, I am forced to commentate and watch two people that knocked me out. So this is great. No, I'm not being forced, but I did think about it earlier. Like, wow, I got to commentate on two people that did better than I did. Maybe I'll try to say nice things about them, but yeah, it should be an excellent race.
You don't have to, Oats. We understand completely. If you don't, if you want a couple barbs in here and there. So Sirius Station can Ridley fight. They're gonna make their escape, head down to the surface.
Yeah, nothing.
This category. I mean, you know, I don't have to tell you a thing. You know firsthand, better than most.
Yes, this is where most runners spend their time. Zeni does have the world record in series, and Cutie is playing from an unknown location. So we'll see how the first couple minutes go here. So hats off to Cutie. He's a busy man, and he is playing in a different spot. So let's see how he does. It can be kind of weird at first playing in a different location with a different setup, but he should do excellent and amazing times from both runners.
Those 246s within 20 hundredths of a second of each other. Oh my goodness. If that is what's to come, if that, portends how this race is going to unfold, we're in for a real treat, Oats.
Yes, I imagine that these races are going to be very entertaining. And yes, Eddie, I am questioning your hosting abilities. Poor Cutie looks parched. Please grab him something to drink.
Some host, get him a beverage. My goodness. What you didn't see was Eddie massaging ARC's hands before the race started. The last Coke in the fridge. Oh my gosh. What a great host. But what a great game. What a great tournament. Our runner. Ooh, that was interesting from both runners there. A couple miscues there in the parlor. I think I heard you, Oats, speak at length during the Zeus Cutie match about just like shaking off the nerves.
Yes. Sirius Station is all nerves, and then at this point you're just trying to calm yourself down, pretty much. Just trying to focus on the game, trying to collect your thoughts. And yeah, it can be pretty scary, but we'll see how both runners do. I know Cutie was having some difficulty in his last race with his early game, so I see that he did a slightly safer moonfall there at the climb. So I imagine we might see a few strats changed up for Cutie in, like I said, different locations. So it'd probably be smart just to play some things safer at the expense of, a handful of frames.
For sure. That's excellent analysis as always, Oats. So do you predict that we will not see ARC skip the wave missiles tonight?
I think that all comes down to Fantoon. Let's just pretend that they are both even. He will grab the wave missiles for sure. If he wins race 1, he will probably skip wave missiles, I would imagine. I would probably predict that if it comes down to race 2 and he is ahead by 1, he will skip.
Got to lay it all out there, because this is the match that decides who heads to the grand finals to face Zeus in that grand finals. That opening race, or the opening match of the grand finals, will be best of 3. But if the winner of this match, the winner of the losers finals, manages to reset the bracket, the final race will be a best of 1. It'll be winner take all in a sudden death, sudden elimination, single race.
Yes, so of course, Zeus does have the advantage taking the winner's bracket. So he does have that best of 3, and then if that doesn't go so well, there is still an opportunity for him to win. So that is kind of the advantage you get for being one of the best runners, right? So, and then of course the winner of the losers bracket has to perform exceptionally well and then play even better on the last race. Because I imagine if it comes down to that, it's going to be a battle.
Yeah, no question about it. Just two heavyweight contenders just throwing everything they have at each other in the 15th round if it does go the distance. But we will go the distance tonight, chat. This will be best of 3. Bomb Terizo fight right now. Great start for Zeni. Perfectly executed, avoids the decapitation animation. ARC as well.
He did have some difficulties. I think he didn't get the drops that he was looking for, but it was still a clean fight, both leaving with full health and 5 missiles. Cutie just having some difficulty leaving there, but still fairly close. I'd say about 5-6 seconds here.
For sure, still very early. We're not even 10 minutes into this race. We haven't even seen anywhere else but Criteria. First major sequence break is coming up, but first our runners do have to blow away some pirates, make it to the elevator. Boy, it's simultaneously the game is so slow and yet so fast. You know what I mean, Oates?
I know what you mean, Augie.
I like it when you talk like that.
So I imagine if I had to predict for race 1, kind of the runners are going to be trying to shake off some of their nerves. And I think we're going to see Zeni take a bit of a lead. This is my prediction here. Zeni is exceptionally good at the early games because of any category he plays. This is kind of always generally the same. So I bet what will come down to is Cutie's amazing mid-late games. So that's my prediction. We'll see how it pans out.
I think it's a very good prediction. Oh, it's better than my prediction because I have no prediction. I'm just along for the ride. I have no idea what's going to unfold. However, I feel like between Zeni and maybe like Ruyarin, I don't think there's anybody on Earth with a finer early game. With the advantage to Zeni for sure. But Cutie, like you said, exceptional mid to late, especially that kind of that segment that encompasses Lower Norfair to the end of Meridia.
So both runners deciding to do a mock ball. They're both missing. I'm surprised that they're taking these risky strats because they are now down some extra HP. So these are just frame-saving strats that I didn't think I'd see pulled out in game 1, but they're kind of just going for a lot of these strats here.
It's really amazing to see them do that. I mean, it shows you the devotion they have and also the competitive spirit and the respect for each other as runners that they would have to dip into their repertoire like that.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see how it pans out because it really just comes down to consistency. Like I said, they both ended up missing it and losing the HP, so it was a loss for both. And you know, going for these strats is one thing, but being consistent is what will win the race for one of these players. Not the crazy strats, consistency.
Right you are, Oates, right you are. So our runners are through the green hill zone. They picked up their items in pink Bryn Star Charge Beam as well as another missile pack. And now heading up that red tower, looking to skip that Ripper perhaps. Zeni avoiding that strat because it's just so difficult, but nails the Hellway D-boost.
Yes, both runners nailing Red Tower just fine. I doubt we're going to see any Ripper skips here. Who knows? That strat is ridiculous. But both runners coming up, 829 power bombs for Zeni and an 831 or 832 for Cutie.
Wow.
Just amazing times.
Hats off to Cutie because I think at Bomb Terizo, you said he was like a 6-second deficit. And now look at this.
Wow. I blinked. I saw Emmett trash talking in the chat, and here we are, just like that.
Shout outs to Emmett, a formidable runner in his own right, but also just quick-witted with those barbs at the ready. But this is ARC now with a slim, tenuous lead here heading into the mode.
Yeah, I think for both the mentalities here, they should just forget about these mistakes. These mistakes don't matter. What matters is being consistent right here, this trick. If they both make it across, HBJ attempt for Cutie coming up. If they both make it across, that's really all that matters for early game. Zeni taking a quick bath there. Cutie making it across. Cutie is taking a nice little lead here now. So we'll see what happens here with Zeni.
Oh, God, the blowback on that second bomb there. Zeni on the second attempt connects. Whew. Oats. What's going on? Cutie's playing out of his gourd.
He is playing well. You know, what'd you put in that Coke, Eddie? You know? How long has the Coke been in your fridge? You know? But yes, so Cutie taking a little bit of a lead, and Zeni following right behind. So moat is one thing, and both runners should be happy with the times that they got across. You know, to lose that time in an actual speed run is maybe a problem, but in a race like this, these are both just fine. It really comes down to this fella here. So
this is the ghost with the most reset runs for sure. So not a fast pattern for Cutie. We'll see what the ghost has for Zeni here. A slow pattern for Cutie, but he's at the ready with full missiles here, looking to land those Dopplers. He's got to watch his HP here.
Fast for Zeni.
Never mind, it's fine.
Cutie got a very good Doppler. It looks like it's going to be a slow for Cutie. Zeni got his fast and should be a mid here. So just like that, because of Mr. Ghost, we're going to have a slight advantage for Zeni here. But both very good times, both sub 11:10s, and yes, both runners should be happy with these times moving forward.
No question. Oh, it's a really nice kills from both runners. Zeni now.
Yeah, so resources-wise, but both are fairly good. Both are good, but Zeni is a little bit shy on supers. Not the end of the world here. There are some strats that you can do to get some of these supers back that is just at the loss of a couple seconds here and there. But all in all, full health and very good power bombs is what is very important here. Missiles, health, and power bombs. Apparently the audio is slightly quiet.
Well, they're just gonna have to deal with it, Oats.
Okay, you were going robot on me there for a second, so I was just making sure you're still with me.
Yeah, my ISP is garbage, but the show must go on, Oats.
Yes, of course. So Zeni with a very good attic, and Cutie with, I think, even cleaner attic than Zeni here, making up a little bit of ground on him. And it's okay, Hockey. I've been notified that I'm clueless. So the audio is fine. I've been duped. Both runners have very good HP here. Zeni just 10 shy of Cutie here, but both are going to be going in to bowling with a very good time.
I've always said this, Oats. I love the bowling cutscene. It gives you a chance to collect your thoughts.
Yes, it is a nice little 30 seconds to where you can take a breath, take a drink, and try to focus on the next very difficult sections coming up. Zeni with an exceptional 12:34 gravity time. Very nice. Apparently his timer has frozen, but the gravity times are still very good here. It looks like a 13:35 for Zeni, and then Cutie just slightly behind. Cutie having some issues there, but no problem at all. Zeni deciding to skip that power bomb, does not need it. Same with Cutie, but he did collect it. So Cutie will have 12.85 and Zeni with 10.5 and 3. So Cutie is in a very good position here to maybe make up some time. I'd assume we're going to see Zeni farm. Yes. Also, okay, so Cutie doing the 1 farm. I'm surprised because that strat doesn't save really much time at all versus the 2 farm, but maybe just trying to collect that one extra super and saving even a handful of frames there is what's crossing his mind. But both runners are pretty good here for resources. Both are going to be entering the second beam after charge beam, the Spazer. Or I believe the Sephi beam. I've been corrected before in my commentary, so. It looks like Hockey is having some difficulty with the worst internet connection speed I've ever seen via screenshot. I'm so sorry, Hockey, but that's okay. I will try to have some my best analysis of both runners here. I'll just have to watch both at the same time. It's that easy. Alrighty, so I know the other day, Zeni was having some difficulties with his upper Norfair, and I'd imagine we might see a shift here. One thing that Cutie is very good at is his mid-late game, and I'd imagine there might be some shift. And when you're behind, if they are watching the restream, it always feels a little bit comfy to try to make up that time. When you know you're ahead and someone's right on you, you start to think of every potential mistake you could make. You make a mistake here, you go, oh wow, if the other runner nailed it, they're catching up. And that starts to get in your head. So Zeni's best thing to do here would be not to look at the restream. If he did earlier, he already knows the pace, is just to play his game. Probably the same with Cutie. You can really get in your head quite a bit, so.
All right, in the eternal words of Galamaz, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Is this thing on?
You made it back, yes.
All right, and there it goes. It's already gone again.
And now we hear you loud and clear for the next 30 seconds. So, steal the show here.
Perfect. Perfect. All right, Ice Beam is a nice beam, but it's not as nice as Spazer Beam. Quoted for truth. Don't at me.
Thank you for that. We missed you dearly.
I missed you too, Oates. But I didn't miss this race. I mean, the action's really heating up here.
Yeah, it looks like Zeni, his gravity time was at 12:34, and his ice time also at 12:34. So just bending space and time here. So truly amazing. Zeni deciding just to farm the 1 power bomb. I assume Cutie's going to skip, saving him a little bit more time. So if I were Zeni, I'd be a little bit concerned with the super count. There may be a situation to where if Zeni is not lucky, he might have to farm after speed booster quite a few times. Zeni does go for this strat. I'm not sure what we're going to see Cutie do. Trying to go for the right side, going to go for the backup freeze on the waiver there, which is good. And you still get the super drop, and it's relatively the same speed as the strat that we saw Zeni do. Ooh, very nice
Really
farm.
good, really nice backup.
Yes, so
Look at those supers.
Yes, amazing supers. So Zeni might fall a little bit behind here because the bugs can be kind of unforgiving sometimes. We shall see.
So besides boosted speed, Oates, what else does this speed booster do for our runners?
It allows them to do shine sparks, blue suits, basically just go fast. And if we didn't have high jump, it's the worst item in the entire game. So luckily we have high jump. Zeni deciding to do many farms. You're not getting too lucky. I think that was 4 or 5 farms. Cutie taking the lead just like that because of the supers that he had leaving Fantoon and the farm he did in Red Tower. So very nice. I imagine we're going to see both runners going for the 20 in 10, unless Cutie is out of his mind. No, he's good.
20 and 10. It wins races, Oats. It's a great race safety. But my goodness, this is heating up.
Yeah, that is one thing to point out. Zeni did get slightly better luck, saving quite a bit of time on Cutie's Fantoon, but Cutie did have an opportunity to farm some of the flames, giving him a few more supers here and there. So that is kind of the trade-off. Obviously, never ideal in a speed run, but in these situations, you can, in hindsight. Wow, both runners neck and neck, frame in frame. Nearly.
Oh, this is really, really special.
Now, this is going to come down to the lava spark and how both these runners are going to farm power bombs here. Cutie's in a better position. Power bomb wise, not getting the strat that he would like, having a slower setup, so Zeni will be first. Looks good for both runners. Zeni gets his. Cutie having the worst.
Oh, no!
That is the worst thing that can happen in this situation. Cutie is going to back this up. Cutie panicking. There, we got it. Having a tough time selecting the proper items.
Oh, and, my goodness.
He just needs to collect himself. And he should be right back on track. He's not that far behind. And his health is still enough to survive.
As long as it's enough, Oats, because this is such a punishing part of the game.
It really is. So you're going to want quite a bit. Zeni getting the fast pillars. I believe top shelf there. Going for the worst room in the game. Perfect powerbomb placement for a legless room. And we're going to see if Cutie can get fast pillars. Looks good for Cutie. He's going to save some health by jumping into the pillars.
Oh. That was really heads up play there from Cutie. Into worst room in the game now. But Zeni building on this lead, Oats.
Oh, yeah. I was talking to Zeni, and I think I can't remember if it was Lower Norfair to where he said he didn't feel as confident with, but he is doing an exceptional job here. And if he keeps up this pace, we should see him take even more of a lead.
So amazing to me what it takes to run this game. Oh,
Cutie.
No! Cutie was sparking into the ceiling. This is a very tough spot to be in.
Yes, should just play it safe like he is. Smart move. Do not try to roll underneath. This will be a death sentence, as it is.
Oh,
yes,
no!
Okay, so this is going to be very difficult for Cutie. The nice part about his resources is he has 8 supers. He's going to have 7 entering the Pirate's room. He will have to get health bomb from the first. Cutie having very good resources. His health is a little bit low, but he got 10 supers, 18 missiles. Ooh, Cutie just going for it. That if that enemy does a small hop, you're just toast.
And he's still going for the KO. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, at that point, if you're going to get health bombed, you may as well if you will survive, because Cutie does have to do this backup strat there. We should see full as well here. That should be, unless he gets incredibly unlucky like he just did, and not a single super from the second pirate.
Very good of bad luck for Cutie.
Very good opener for Zeni. That's exactly what you want to see. However, Zeni's health is awful right now. This is one misstep away from a chain reaction that will cause some serious issues.
Just gotta hold, Oats. Hold the line.
Cutie messing up the X Factor there a little bit. Having to just do the 2.
I think the last particle went into Ridley's tail, so he does have the ability to shoot back now.
Zeni doing a very, very good job at cleaning this fight up with the health that he has. The fight should be over quickly for him.
He's got the second color change for sure. Ooh, Cutie, be careful.
Zeni is good. with a 12:34 kill time. Let's see what Cutie's gonna have here. Deciding to run
someone in
underneath.
chat asking, "Oh, it's when did Zeni's timer freeze? Why it froze at 12:34. That's when."
So, okay. If Cutie's watching the stream, he should see that Zeni grabbed the E-Tank. So if I were Cutie, I would just go with what I have, and if worse comes to worse, you farm the pirate. That's it. Because now, just like that,
he's going for it.
Just like that, it's gonna be nearly tied again. Now, that is only if, well, if Cutie doesn't die here, because this is trouble for Cutie right now. Having a very difficult time.
I'm not sure why you'd farm there, Oats. I mean, I feel like Pirates is probably the safer bet there.
Yeah, probably. It's just tough to say. Just going for it. Cutie is nerves of steel.
You only YOLO once, Oats, and we're seeing it right now from ARC.
So 75 is going to take another 7 hit here, both missing the speedball. But right behind, Cutie having the upper hand here with the lead and the health. Cutie cannot take a hit here. If he does, he will be at the mercy of the final Three Musketeers room with the Key Hunters. Oh, very nice.
Yes! Yes, Oats! Cutie splits the Key Hunters.
So that allows Cutie to have 1 hit coming up from the Key Hunters. Ideally, no hits, so he can also farm a super missile from the Cack Attack. But this is now anyone's game, really.
Did you see that from Zeni around those Three Musketeers? That was absolutely first class.
Yeah, very good job from Zeni. Cutie escaping with no problems. Perfect.
Oh my god! Cutie! Are you kidding me right now?
Zeni is picking up the heat. He got the ball bounce. He's probably feeling pretty confident with the extra health. And it might not look like a good decision if Cutie takes the lead. People are going to question, oh man, that was a bad decision. But right now, it's a huge confidence boost to just make it out alive and to have the potential to skip bots from tank later on.
For sure. I was just going to ask you, it's like, if Zeni is starting to feel the pressure from Cutie catching up to him, could you hypothetically skip the Botun 80 tank?
Yeah, so what Zeni should do is just basically keep a very loose tab on where Cutie is, and if Zeni is feeling nervous or not confident, grabbing that Botun E-Tank might be fine, because if he still has the lead, Cutie absolutely has to grab the Botun E-Tank anyway, so no harm, no foul at that point. So we'll see how this pans out.
This is good. It's neither runner forgetting to fight Kraid. They do need that Varia suit to survive Mother Brain's Rainbow Beam. We have seen some stand-ups against Kraid here, which, you'd think wouldn't be very common. You're only as good as the day you show up, and mistakes happen.
All it takes is just one misstep, a slip of the finger, or anything, and the Kraid quick kill is not completed, but Zeni doing it just fine. And we'll hope that Cutie can do the same. Going for a leg reduction strat here. Very nice kill for both.
Look at that. Look at that. Perfect Kraid quick kills from both runners, Oats. But Zeni is just putting the pedal to the floor right now. This is going to be really tough for Cutie to catch up. But if there's one section where he could, Oats, it's the Meridia section.
Cutie is one of the best at the Meridia section. If I had to put my finger on someone, either Zost or Cutie. So if Cutie can kind of reel this back in a little bit, control his nerves, I think we're going to see a very close race leaving Meridia.
I don't know if we're going to see a 58 or a 68 HP spark on Dragon like we did in Cutie Zoes, but there's going to be plenty in store for us, chat, as both our runners are now making their way to Meridia. So these resources, Oats, they look fantastic for both runners. Of course, Zeni does have the E-Tank advantage.
Yeah, so the only problem that Zeni might run into is if Bottoon decides not to drop a lot of HP. So if his goal was to skip the E-Tank, it wouldn't be smart to do so if Zeni does not leave Bottoon with full HP. All right, Bottoon for Zeni. Set up good, not going for the double X factor, which is smart because Zeni only has one power bomb, so it's very mindful of him not to do that. Zeni doesn't have full HP, deciding to skip. Okay, so
wow.
Cutie going for the double X, not getting it, which is scary for Cutie as well, considering he needs a power bomb drop here now. This is mandatory. He gets one.
He got two.
He got two. Zeni nailing the full halfie, collecting a health drop there, which was smart. No supers entering the fight, but this shouldn't be a problem. And Cutie having to grab this to where now it's even more of a separation here.
And would you look at that, Oats, Cutie nailing the strat formerly known as Yahtzee. Incredible stuff. What a competitive runner.
Full halfie for Cutie, very nice. And also, wow, his super count. Okay. It's hard to keep track of everything at once, and I just noticed.
Double zero. The double zero soups here against Dragon.
No, I was talking about Cutie's
Is it
super
possible?
count. And
Cutie. Yeah, Cutie with 9.
The diagonal spark.
Woo!
Hopefully we see... Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my God.
That's a scary way to kill behind like that, because that can happen with the chain damage. Zeni will have enough to get across. So, yeah, very, very good finisher for Zeni. Not a good opener for Cutie, but he has a million supers. Shouldn't be a problem here. Let's see. I'd imagine this should kill. No, not with the extra super shot. Just going for the pseudo.
Oh,
and
the pseudo.
Let's see here. Gets the spark suit as well.
Yes! Oh my gosh.
Also deciding
these runners
to
are
skip
pouring it
drops.
on.
There's no drops necessary, so this is only like a quarter of a second time save. But he's just going
worth
for it.
it.
At this point, it is worth it.
Worth
He needs
it.
to
Look
do
at this.
everything. Yes.
He's got to catch up. Zeni is already back to the Aqueduct. Cutie about to enter the Bottoon E-Tank hallway.
This is
with
very
31
close.
HP.
Cutie is or Zeni, excuse me, is making a few mistakes here. So Zeni's going to need to clean that up because Cutie is right on his tail.
Gosh, if this comes down to Metroid drops like it almost did in the winners finals. I don't know if we could take another one, Oath.
It really could come down to that. You never know. It's just a Metroid rooms or the baby Metroid skip. It's really anything. Even we've seen Mother Brain fights just decide, so we'll see. Cutie's looking for probably just HP here because all he can afford is one farm time-wise. I mean, even at that point, he's going to need to pull out all of the hardest strats in Torian. The sub 40 attempt strats.
The sub 40, my goodness.
The death sentence strats.
Zeni bonking the door into Parlor, and we did see, as you said, we did see Cutie taking a 2 farm, leaving Meridia. I wonder if he would have benefited. How close would he be if he had only taken a 1 farm,
I think the 2 farm now and seeing what he got was probably good because that extra, all those extra supers might allow Cutie to go for some pretty crazy strats. Cutie nailing this section to where Zeni was having some difficulties, so that should tighten it up a little bit. But Zeni has a pretty sizable lead here. I'd say, what, 15, 16 seconds, I'd have to guess.
Pretty big lead, but not. I wouldn't even say that's been his biggest lead of the race, has it? Or has it been? I guess it has. Yeah. But 12:34 Torian time is incredible, Oates.
It really is. Yeah, we should see a record by whatever the record is now, minus, no, enough 12:34 memes. But yeah, this is going to come down to Metroid rooms, I'd imagine. Both runners 20 and 10. And Cutie is looking at the restream right now, knowing that he has to just be blazing hot through these rooms.
Yeah, I mean, you said it, Oates. We've seen races decided by Torian, by Mother Brain, by the Escape, the Parlor and the Escape. We've seen it. We've seen it all, and yet this game and these tournaments, they keep giving us more as viewers.
Yeah, it really comes down to these rooms here. Let's see how Metroid 1 goes for Zeni. Clean setup. Ooh, barely missed getting grabbed by him, but still excellent resources. No problem for him. Very good. Still 27 is just fine.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, this might not be ideal. Cutie just going for the strats. Just going for it. Same with... Oh, this is...
gosh.
Okay, this is...
Whew.
These are the things that decide these races right here. It's just these slip-ups.
This is...
And Cutie just decided to go for it, but only 20
Oh,
and 4.
No! No!
I believe right here, this is happening. You just gotta believe, Like I said, 29, no problem.
Oh my God!
That only happens on runs to where you're not gonna PB. I swear, it's some sort of curse. Now both runners in the same room. Metroid skip for Zeni. Let's see how it goes. Having some difficulty with the shots, getting grabbed. That could be the race if Cutie can pull this out. And Zeni knows it. You can see the frustration. I'm holding my breath.
Oh, it's
Cutie
got to remember.
Well.
Cutie, no, Cutie.
I can't believe it.
Oh my goodness. But we have to remember, Oates. This is a best of 3.
It is.
Best of 3 series.
But this first race determines the next race or 2 races 100%. So both runners are now in their head. And yeah. So I just hope that they can shake this off quickly. Both runners still in the same room. It's no one's game yet. It absolutely could be anyone's game.
I cannot believe this ending. I really can't believe this ending. Look at this down back.
Good
The
skip.
down back Zeb skip. Flawless from Zeni.
Great for Cutie
Flawless
as well.
from Cutie.
All right, what is the time difference here? Wow. Cutie cannot take a hit from the sniper here.
Don't do it.
Good to go.
Yes!
So it's looking like 7 seconds, I believe. I'm trying to look at well, I can only watch Cutie's timer, but
yeah, it's 7. You're absolutely right, Oates. It's 7 seconds. It's 38:03 for Zeni, 38:10 for Cutie on the Mother Brain head drop.
All that this could come down to is the catch-up phase, and we've seen many races decide. I've been a part of 2 races that have tightened, that have changed the outcome essentially just because of some Mother Brain stuff at the end, and it can happen really any run. So let's see how the fights go for both runners.
What about the cutscene even, or even just the foot position of Mother Brain?
Yeah, so the cutscene really just depends on the 46th shot. If Mother Brain steps forward on the 46th shot, then the runner will get the cutscene most of the time. But we'll see how this pans out. Like I said, it really comes down to, Cutie having to dodge there.
These are some tough patterns for both runners, but especially for Cutie here.
Yes, Cutie's having to really put it all in here. Oh! Okay.
Oh! Oh!
I thought he was grabbed. Zeni having an extra catch-up. You can see him shaking his head. He did lose a little bit of time there. So now Cutie just needs to pray that the phase is ending without an extra catch-up. Oh no, that's the run because of that bomb right there.
What a bunch of hooey.
If there was anything to decide it, it was that bomb.
On a single bomb from Mother Brain.
Yeah, Cutie was still a little bit behind. I think it did tighten up a little bit for him, but that really did seal the deal there, unfortunately. But, I mean, not to say it's over yet, though. I mean, we've seen weirder things happen, so there is no actual winner quite yet. We still have to have a very good Mother Brain 3 fight and a very, very good escape from both runners. You can fall in the third room, which is notorious for time loss. So we will see how it goes.
We will indeed, Oates. It's been an absolute pleasure being on this race with you. You bring such an amazing amount of knowledge and experience from this game. My goodness. We couldn't ask for more. Couldn't ask for more between these two. We're going to get more. That's the best part.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully there can be a third race for entertainment purposes, but I know the winner of this race will absolutely want it to be over with. The stress level is definitely high going into this second one.
I believe it. I believe it. So Zeni needing to land 36 hyper beam shots here on Mother Brain 3. I cannot believe how close Cutie is. Came storming back in this Torian section.
Yeah, and really it just came down to Cutie having some serious difficulty there. Just needs to shake it off.
It got turned around a little bit.
Yep. It really just came down to the Metroid rooms and the baby skips. You know, if any one of those runners would have gotten that, then it would have been more definitive for Zeni, or it would have been probably a win, we could say, for Cutie. But it is what it is, and nerves are high. Here's the escape for Zeni. Zeni's very, very good at the escape. So we'll see what kind of time he gets here. Okay, so far so good for Zeni. This is the room that can trip people up quite a bit, but Zeni decided to take a slightly safer route through the middle and to the right. Generally, I think we're going to see Cutie go up to the left side, which is slightly faster. Yeah, Zeni's escape is just phenomenal. No hiccups there. Behemoth Spark just fine. And I don't think Parlor is enough to throw any run at this point. We shall see, unless Zeni feels a soft spot in his heart for the animals coming up. But I can't imagine that he will. And just like that, with a time of 12:34. No.
Oh, you said no more memes.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, you said no more memes.
Official time of 43:14 for Zeni. And an official time. Oh, sorry. My apologies. 42:55 for Zeni and a 43:14 for ARealCutie.
Yeah, I think Cutie had a little misfire on the dot done. His timer does show 43:08, just a shade under 43:09.
Yeah,
wow.
And I know Cutie played well. He's in a different spot, and hopefully he doesn't get too much in his head. Like I said, this first run is extremely critical in how your mood is for the second. So Cutie needs to maybe take a breather and just try to unwind for the next 5-10 minutes, whatever kind of break he needs. And Zeni definitely feels more confident in the second match, so we'll see how Zeni is playing. So, yeah.
Phenomenal stuff. Absolutely phenomenal.
All right, well, that does it for me. I believe you are sticking around, but thank you for letting me commentate with you, Hockey, and have a great time with the future runs you're about to see. So,
like I said during Mother Brain cutscene, you bring a unique perspective and a very articulate, knowledgeable, fun to listen to, great co-commentator. A privilege always to do Super Metroid comms with you. And thank you so much again, too, for your participation in this tournament. You gave us some of the finest races we've ever seen in this game.
thank you. It was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed commentating with you as well. So, all right, signing off. Thanks.
Appreciate it, Oats. So, you heard Oats. That was game 1. We're moving on to game 2. It'll be me and Apathy Duck. Right here, top of the hour. But not too sweet to be sour. We're bringing the Tower of Power. ShinyZeni versus ARealCutie Race 2. SpeedGaming Live 2022 Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament. Bottom bracket finals right here on the flagship station. SpeedGaming. We'll see you soon. Good evening again, Speed Gaming. Hope all you Super Metroid fans are glued to your seats because we got another one here. We've got Cutie, we've got Zeni, we've got Hockey, and we've got Apathy Duck.
Oh, what's up? Speed Gaming was a little in the tank there for Zeni, already giving him the win. I had the 2 stars up already.
Yeah, we're having a little bit of problems with the controls on that. Let's just see if we can get it right. But our runners have readied up, and the gate has been dropped. Here we go, Duck.
Yeah, this should be, I mean, it's definitely going to be another good one. We saw the last race. It's really close. If you told me both of these runners would miss Baby Skip, I don't think I would believe you. So, but yeah, gonna be a wild one. I know we're supposed to be, you know, neutral arbiters here as commentators, but Cutie is a proud member of the Team Corndog brand, so I'm a bit in the tank for Cutie, although I do love Zeni too. Zeni's, you know, tutorials, if you're trying to get better at this game, can't recommend them enough. So, but I am pulling for the game 3 here. I got my Team Cutie t-shirt on and everything ready to go.
It's fantastic. So such great support. You can definitely get that in the Super Metroid speedrunning community. Wonderful stuff. So many amazing runners, but this one between these two, storied history for both these runners. This is not their first rodeo, Duck.
No, definitely not. I don't think anyone gets a 41 on their first run. It might be Zeni's first rodeo on using the timer though. I know Oates said no more 1234 memes, but it's...
Oh my gosh, look at this! A 46-45 for Zeni. So consistent coming off that series station. Cutie just a shade slower though.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't really usually come down to that, but you know, we saw how close these runs are. I caught some of it. Cutie got absolutely destroyed in Lower Norfair, so hopefully we'll get a little bit cleaner. I mean, it really is Lower Norfair in this route that's really going to determine what happens. The Ridley fight, all that. That's really where, you know, the Ridley kill is. We're probably going to get a lot of clarity.
Right you are, Duck. Right you are. It was a very difficult Lower Norfair for Cutie, but manages to survive. He skipped the Ridley tank. We did see Zeni pick that up and then choose to skip Botoon E-tank later on. So an interesting game time decision there from Zeni.
Yeah, I know. I haven't really seen Zeni's any percent runs. I don't know what tank he normally picks up. I know Cutie, that's Cutie's normal route. If he's ahead or something, I wouldn't be surprised to see a safety tank. But like when you're behind, and it's what you do normally, like you're just gonna go for it at that point. Like, you know, basically the only thing between Zeni and the end was that dragon fight. Did have a little trouble with it. He was able to close the gap a little bit there, but
And then we went to Torian, and the wheels fell off, Duck.
yeah, they definitely did. I saw people talking about how many supers Cutie had coming in. I'm just like, every time I've come in with like a lot of supers, that's the time you get like, 25 or something, like something ridiculous. So it's some sort of like weird reverse jinx that like the more you have, the less you leave with it for every single time.
It's so strange. Aren't the drop luck in this game? I mean, maybe somebody's really dug into the code, but it is just complete black box for me.
Yeah, there's actually Cutie was doing some learning to program stuff. He actually wrote a little program to basically looking at like all the stochastics from Meridia to Turian to kind of help him decide, when to go for some of the more riskier strats. So he's kind of dug into that a little bit. So he had to look at there's like a whole thing about the exact like drop rates and everything from the Metroids. So he's dug into that a bunch.
I love that word, by the way, Duck. Stochastics. That's a $10 word right there.
$10? What is inflation? Isn't it like $2 words? Is like the old time saying.
You said it, Duck. It's inflation. But what's not inflated are our runners' egos. Both of them very humble, despite their incredible pedigree with this game.
Yeah, I mean, Zeni's. I'm pretty sure he's got the world record for 100% right now. I think still RBO. And he certainly does not act like it. He acts like he barely has a 49 sometimes. He's very, very humble. Cutie talks about his fingers a little too much for me to be comfortable with, so maybe a little less about that. But
what I love about the highest level of the speed game, Doug, is kind of the academic side of things, where like, Cutie will spend time, like you said, working on the project that you already talked about, but also just like making theory tasks and things like that. Zeni too, like it's so interesting to me.
Yeah, I mean, even I've got a like low 44 right now, just a couple minutes behind these guys, but like even at the level I'm at, you really don't worry about that stuff. Like you just kind of whatever happens, like you're not really consistent enough for it to make a difference. So it really is just at the very highest levels, like trying to figure. There's just so much drop luck in this run, and with how skilled these two guys are, it's either going to be LN or it's going to be luck. Really, is what's going to come down to it. And Cutie already getting some bad luck here, just not getting any missiles from these pirates. Finally gets the one there. You can see Zeni pulled back ahead. I've gone through there of getting 0 missile, and you're just like, well, like if it's a PV attempt, you just reset. But in this race, you'd basically be forced to farm the KGO. But Cutie was down to his second to last pirate before getting a missile. Really slows you down.
Really nice farm there from Zeni.
Oh, Zeni!
Oh no!
Yeah, that's really rough. Yeah, you could Zeni just trying to save a couple frames doing the down angle shot on the door just so you can start shooting earlier. It's surprisingly tight. You can you try to get like squeeze 2 missiles on. It's really easy to hit the first one either high or low. I think the second one might have hit low. So Cutie does take the lead off of that, but these guys they're probably just going to be trading this lead back and forth up until Moat and Fantoon.
For sure, Doug, for sure. I think if we could just have SG not select either of their audios, that way we don't have to switch between them. We can play some elevator music for chat. I think that'd be better than trying to switch. What do you think, Doug?
Which elevator? The Meridian one?
Samus is going down the lower north for elevator. It's just like, dun, 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 dun. But anyway,
you're gonna get his DMCA. This girlfriend.
I know. I am. Just for that 4 seconds. Where are the commentary police? Doug Hockey was singing on commentary. No,
I almost did a rando. I was like, "Ooh, charge me." That's a good find.
Yep, charge. Great
It's
item
almost like
location.
they knew it was there.
Almost, but great, very important item for this speed run. But like you said, Duck, about the drops, like I feel like the Fantune first route is drops just play such an enormous role in this.
Oh
route.
yeah, definitely. And even coming like Zeni was grinding out that KPDR runs. I almost thought like he might have been better off just running KPDR, just because it's so much more consistent. Not just from like you don't have to worry about the drops, but you have more equipment, and like it's a much more consistent run than this. So I mean, a little bit less at this very top level. I mean, these guys are just incredibly consistent at everything, but Zeni's KPDR was so fast, like he could have done it, and I think he very well could still be in this position, but at this level it's just hard to turn down this extra quote unquote free seconds.
Right. I'd love to see, like, kind of based on Zeni's average KPDR time, like how he would have stacked up against his opponents in this tournament.
Yeah, because he was just like cranking out low, like high 42s in that, I think, or low 43s, whatever it is. I mean, quite famously, he beat his. He hadn't done new route in so long. He beat his new route time with all route, like. And then, of course,
that's right. He did.
Yeah, and then like 3 runs later, he got the 41. So,
right.
Okay.
This is it.
Yeah. Cutie a little short. We'll be going for. Zeni falls.
That's twice.
Does look like a good setup on the second
match.
one. Oh no, Cutie.
No, Cutie takes a dip. And Zeni nailing the CWJ.
Yeah, they both fall in, but the right side fall is just so much worse. Oh, it just doesn't quite. This is one of those things. Like I main this strat instead of the CWJ. Oh no.
Oh, Cutie, that's so tough.
Yeah, like it's quote unquote more consistent. Like when it's working, it works perfectly. But this stuff can happen. Cutie doesn't main this, so he's going to be a little less practice it. No, this is, yeah.
Oh man, this is tough. Very tough position for Cutie here, trying to get across the moat. I mean, Chad, it cannot be understated. Duck would definitely agree with me. This is such a hard sequence to do, even at the highest level.
Yeah, this is
either way, whether.
So I was just saying, this is what I was saying with just the consistency of like even at this level, like this stuff can happen. And this is just something you don't have. Like when you're doing PB runs, right? You just I fell, I reset. But in a race, you're forced to sit here and this happened to me in a qual one time. I sat here for like 2 minutes. It was terrible. And yeah, it just once it starts going wrong, it's you start getting mad with yourself, and it's just hard to calm down.
For sure. We do have Zeni on the Fantune fight. Cutie is across the moat, headed to the wrecked ship. Chat, give ARealCutie your round of applause for showing the tenacity, the determination, the heart of a Super Metroid speedrunning champion throughout this tournament. The perseverance to pull off that incredibly difficult trick across the moat with style and panache and into the wrecked ship. Zeni, though, got his hands full with this Fantune fight.
Leaving some time on the table here. So Cutie's like in a weird situation here. Like I've kind of talked about this before in these kind of races. Like you think like, oh, I'm behind, so like I need to play like super aggressively to catch up. But like, Zeni is so good that like you can't just catch up like this, right? Like Zeni has to make a mistake at this point. So like, if I was in Cutie's shoes, I would actually play this run a little bit safer. And because I'm sort of, it's already at the point where I definitely need your opponent to make a mistake. So you just want to be able to capitalize on that. So it's kind of counterintuitive to do, but we'll see what Cutie ends up doing. But I would grab I would even go PK RD here, just be real safe and just it's kind of a rough situation because you don't want to like root for your opponent to like fail. But that's, kind of what has to happen. Yeah, Zeni making a couple minor mistakes here, having some trouble in the attic. I mean, I was just saying, like, you kind of need Zeni to make, you know, kind of one big mistake, but, you know, Cutie is fast enough that, like, just, you know, a couple little mistakes like that is going to leave a lot of time on the table for him to catch up. And we have all seen how Lower Norfair can go, so, like I said, that's really going to determine a lot of this race. We're going to get a lot more clarity after that. One potential pitfall here Zeni does get through it nicely. Not happy about it, but he does get through it. Cutie going with a super aggressive attic strat here. Nails it. Very nicely done. Able to put that moat fiasco behind him and is able to continue to play at top level here. Yeah, so Cutie is behind by about a minute here. This cutscene's a little bit longer than 30. About the time to get falling into the hands of the bowling Trizo to gravity suits, like 35-40 seconds. And Cutie's another like 10 behind that, so let's be close to a minute. And we'll now be treated to the dulcet sounds of the low energy warning for a while here. Pretty much until Zeni gets to high jump, the high jump boots E-tank. At 15-0, I don't know when the last time Cutie's had I don't know if he's ever had a 1507 gravity. Like, he played KPDR for a very long time before switching. You're really only ever going to see that from him on a race like this, where you're just forced to go through with that.
All right, were we successful? Did this work? Am I back?
You are back.
All right, Duck. I left it in your more than capable hands. It probably improved the quality of the commentary by being by yourself, but alas.
Well, they were like both in cutscenes for a bit, so I was just kind of sitting here quietly for a minute.
That's fantastic. So, you know, Cutie, I know you talked about this, I'm sure. Cutie with a bit of a deficit to make up here, but
Yeah,
like we said, it ain't over till it's over.
Yeah, I like, again, Lower Norfair, just like, even if you just like come out with some like low health, even if you survive it, you may have to take those key hunters very, very carefully, and that can just bleed time.
For sure. We did see that exact situation that Cutie was in, having low health in Lower Norfair, but it really didn't slow him down very much.
Yeah, when you run the route Cutie does, like you're low health on Lower Norfair every single time, so it's not even like a thought.
Just par for the course.
Yeah, it's just one of the, especially when you're behind already, you just have to go and, I guess as Oates would say, just execute. You just got to execute. Like, if you get hit by something, you get hit by something. Like, if you're already behind, like, you have to go for it. And, you know, if you get hit and you die, like, well, you're losing as it was. So, like, you know, that was your only chance is to just go hard.
For sure. You can't go hard 100% of the time, but in a race setting, trying to catch up, I feel like it can kind of force a runner to overplay a little bit, though.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying. Like, it's just like Cutie cannot play cleanly enough to catch. Like, he needs mistakes from Zeni, either one big one or a bunch of little ones. So like you want to be playing your best to minimize the amount of mistakes that need to happen, but like this gap is just like you can't just like play good and get it from that.
For sure. Take a combination, like you said, of almost perfect play from Cutie, as well as a litany of errors from Zeni. And right now, Zeni is playing very, very sharply.
Yeah, and like when I say a litany of errors from Zeni, just like even from one of my runs would be like a normal amount of errors. Like, just, Cutie is so good. It it's not going to take a lot, but it would be uncharacteristic for Zeni. That's for sure.
For sure. I feel like between these two, at their best, I feel like they both have a shot in the grand finals against Zost. I mean, Zost seems unbeatable, but these are the two runners that actually give him a little bit of nerve.
Yeah, I mean, certainly Oates too. If Oates had won the previous match, any of those guys, they're all right there. I think during the Oates Zeni, there was some talk about just like everyone at the top was just like so good that like it really was. It might have been Cutie who said it. Like for a really long time, it was looked as like Zost and Behemoth 1 and 2, and then a gap, and then everyone else. And everyone else has really caught up. Like Zeni is certainly in the conversation now with Zost and Behemoth. As being claiming as one of the best. Cutie is very much like the any percent specialist. Does have very good times in some other categories as well, but he is definitely known mainly for any percent. So like this is his category, and I know like Cutie's played Zost a handful of times in either tournaments or there's been a couple like marathon races, and like he's had Zost like lined up and just never all comes together. So I would love to see Cutie get there and finally slay the dragon, but it's gonna require a little luck at this point.
No doubt. Astute observation and analysis as always, Duck. And like you said, the gap has narrowed so considerably that really it's more of like a true top 4 again.
Yeah,
maybe really top 5 now with Zeni into any percent. What I can't believe though, I got to give a shout out to my co-commentator on the previous race, Oates and Goats. Oates, in preparation for this tournament, slashed like 30 seconds off of his PB. 30 seconds at this level.
Yeah, well, he had been. I know he had been grinding for it, and then he had to sort of take a break for his GDQ run. So like he was definitely lined up for it. And sometimes just taking a break and coming back, you can just really see like a big jump really quickly. So
for sure, it's like muscle memory consolidation, long-term potentiation. I mean, it's all things that apply not just to speedrunning, but any type of skill pursuit. And look at that from Cutie skipping those wave missiles. You love to see it. And Zeni, though,
this is
on the lava spark.
The bonk of the lava spark is the worst thing that can happen. Not only do you use all the energy from the spark, but you still have to pay the gravity jump. So this is very, very, very dangerous. The amount of times I've done this and survived, I can count in one hand. It's almost always certain death. Now again, Zeni's much better than me. So and like on it, like having 113 health after a bonk is a ton. Like I mean, Zeni really turned that Vari on very quickly. So
it was incredible recovery there after not getting that lava spark. Though Cutie though setting up with that short charge.
Zeni is in Oko though. Any touching of anything in here will kill him.
Oh my gosh! Did he run into from fast pillars? He's down to 47.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, it's like 50 health.
Gracious. Oh my stars and garters, Duck! This is one hit KO mode for Zeni.
Yeah. Now he did get. I think worst room in the game is probably the most dangerous part. The ski hunter's not too bad as long as he gets the spark off. If he does bonk the spark though, he does get it cleanly.
Nice. Well, we did see in chat, I think it was Steffi suggested he's got time to grab Firefly. Instead, he's going with a save.
I don't like this save. The issue of these saves are, I guess he does have quite the lead, so... No, I think never mind. I take it back.
I think Firefly was the play. I had to be.
Yeah, you're right. If he's gonna save, he should Firefly. I think that was the thing to do. Cutie is just far, like, Cutie is far enough behind that, like, that would have been fine. And, like, Zeni could have Fireflied and still 3-tanked it. Like, he's not obligated to pick up another tank.
Right. Cutie taking a hit at the top of Amphitheater, also now in one-hit KO. Zeni with 9 energy entering Metal Pirates.
I'm surprised he didn't do the ground spark. When you're in the 29 left, you can just do a spark on the ground. Now, if you mess it up, it will kill you, but Zeni's definitely knows how to do it, so...
That's all? That's the only penalty for missing that strat is just certain death? We did see Cutie do it in race 1, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if just, again, he's got a very comfortable lead here, you know, like I said, if you mess it up, you die. So, probably just playing it safe, just doing his normal thing.
For sure. So maybe the save was the play because he does enter Ridley with 114 with fantastic ammunition.
Yeah, if you're gonna take that save, like, the problem with the save is, like, if he dies at this point, like, the save only really is there for dying in Wasteland. You know, he had plenty of time to grab the E-Tank, and he would have had the E-Tank for this. Like, you know, obviously Zeni, one of the best Ridley fighters in the game, especially with all of his, you know, it's a different fight than RBO, but you've got to be very quick there.
No doubt.
But it can go when Ridley starts going sideways, it goes completely sideways. So just having that extra tank, like, I think that would have really locked it in for him versus the save where, you know, if he dies now, that save's not really helping him. He's going to be behind by a massive amount.
For sure. Now, Duck, if you had told me after Cutie got over the moat that both these runners would be fighting Ridley at the same time, I would have fallen out of my chair. I
mean, Ridley is a long fight in this. You can see Zeni's got him in the red already. He's still working his way down. It is not a quick fight. It's over a minute long.
I know, but still, the Cutie just capitalizing on the small mistakes that Zeni has been making. Look at this! Look at the fearlessness of Cutie finishing the fight.
But Cutie. Yeah, but that's terrible because he's gonna get health bomb now. Not gonna get any drops.
Oh my goodness! But Zeni picking up that Ridley tank before, and Cutie just going for it. Look at this!
Yeah, not really necking. I mean, Zeni does have a 7-second lead here. We saw it in the last race too. Cutie is gonna have to pick up the bot one E-tank where Zeni does not. So Zeni is ahead by 7 seconds here. Not to mention just Cutie got 2. That's really good drops from Cutie.
Oh, the double reverse powerhouse for both these runners and fantastic drops, as you said, Doug. This is something else. What are they on right now?
Yeah, Oats pointing out that the health bomb actually helped out Cutie with that health. Oats, I don't run this. Oats definitely knows better than me. Conversely, Cutie, it might have been better to get the supers and then get the Ridley E-Tank and skip bot wound. But he does have, I think after getting health bombed, this is really great ammo after getting health bombed. I mean, Zeni didn't, and he's got almost the same, he's got 2 more supers, which is big, but...
Oh my gosh. These lower North airs in both of these races have been absolutely spellbinding there's no other word to describe it, Doug.
Yeah, Cutie is just absolutely crushing it. Like, if Cutie manages to pull this off, this is got to be like oh my god, I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, all right, we're good.
Let's go, Cutie. Look at Zeni now on the dodges without taking a hit.
I was maybe a little over. That was on purpose deboost. I do not have the cojones to ever do that, so I just got nervous. But that was completely intentional by Cutie.
Oh my gosh! And the ball boost from Cutie. The ball boost from Zeni, Doug.
I think the real ball boost was the that Three Musketeers. really boosting the balls.
These runners keep their balls boosted. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, mine are in my throat right now. They got boosted all the way up.
Oh my goodness! Speed Gaming, you heard it here first.
We're talking about the strat ball boost, which is a
course
strat where you bounce off the ball and you boost.
Of course. Couldn't be anything
Absolutely
else.
nothing wrong with that. Come on.
Not a single thing. Not a single thing. There ain't nothing wrong with how these runners are playing either as they head into Crate's warehouse, Doug.
Yeah, Cutie is absolutely flying.
You know, it's got to be maybe that moat mishap was the best thing that could have happened to Cutie because he's playing fast and loose right now. He's playing with house money, Doug.
What mistake has Cutie made since moat? I don't think there's been one. I think he's played like literally perfectly.
He hasn't made a mistake. That's all he needed, just to shake it off. Look at these Varia touch times. 29:14.
And 12:34.
12:34%. No, so that's they're dead even at Botuni.
Yeah, once. Even. Yeah, it's. I was saying Zeni had that 7-second lead. It is now. Cutie's about 7 seconds ahead on screen, so it's going to be pretty much tied.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, it's a little long on the 7. I mean, the room itself is faster and everything, and 7 is just the fanfare, so...
True.
Zeni might still have a very tiny lead here, but, you know, Balloon and Dragon are kind of the great equalizers, plus you got the two... It's what's horrible about this route, because you just have, like, the whole Meridia section is just, like, a bunch of pony tricks. You got Full Happy, you got Balloon, you got Dragon, you got Spike Suit, like...
You got Everest Spark, don't forget about Everest Spark.
Okay. Hockey, you can do Everest Spark, okay?
Like, I did it in my very first attempt at running this game, I did it first try.
Yeah, like...
That's why it's my favorite. Look at it. Look at how sensational it is.
Look at that. Cutie playing like a real hockey town right there. Nailing it on Everest Spark on his
Do
first
not
ball.
ever sully a real
Oh
Cutie
my god,
game.
and Zeni gets it too. Have you ever seen anything so hype?
We are Doug, we are 2 for 2 on Everest Sparks. Okay. Let's dial it back. We got Botwoon. Cutie mains the double X Factor.
If this does go to a game 3 and I'm not going to be around for the interview, I need you to have your first question be about Everest Spark. Just like...
Why would you do that to me? I did so well to just refocus. Okay, so no double. Going with a single and a 1 round from Cutie.
Yeah, gets the 3 supers. Is a little low on ammo here. I'm not... I don't do the 2 sparks, so I'm a little unfamiliar. But yeah, Zeni, you can see Zeni is still ahead by the time he's just going to fly right through. Oh no!
He's farming.
Oh, he's farming. He's farming.
Wait a minute. Oh my god. This is something else, Doug. Zeni through the door of the Coliseum into the air for the full happy. Do you remember a time, Duck, when full happy was like a rare trick? Now it's just automatic for these runners.
I'm a newbie. I started running this in like 2019. Like, so no, I don't.
I feel like maybe in 2019, maybe more like 2017, full happy was a huge deal. But oh my gosh, simultaneous dragon fights now, and they're both pretty much at the beginning of the fight too.
Yeah, Zeni did mess up Dragon last time. We'll see what happens this time. Cutie wasn't perfect either, but he pseudo sparked and then just one shot at the spike suit, which was really impressive.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was awesome.
Okay, great spark by Zeni.
Great opener from Cutie.
I think it was a little. His color might be. It's so weird. Oh, perfect by Cutie. Yeah. With these bosses, you really get used to like looking at their colors, and what's on my screen when I play is different than like even both of these guys are a little bit different, so it's a little hard to tell.
Sure.
Sometimes I do think Cutie's opener was a little. Wasn't maybe it was like might have been like a 3000 or something.
Gotcha. Yeah, just maybe not as optimal, but we have double reverse halfies here, leaving the Coliseum, putting Meridia in the rearview mirror, Doug.
Like this is like honestly the 6 missiles that Cutie has might matter. Like
it might
6 missiles and 3 health. It's not 3 health.
3 whole health.
I mean, when you're at 98 health, like it can make a difference on that first room. Like some of the strats you do are pretty aggressive, and you need the health.
Oh my goodness!
God, after all of this, they are frame for frame, and like we were just gushing about how Cutie played incredibly well after his mistakes. The mistakes for Zeni kind of happened in Lower Norfair, and he's done the same thing. Now that he's gotten past that, and they're neck and neck again, he is. There hasn't been a mistake. Both of them Meridias have been perfect.
It's just a testament to...
Except for that missed mockball, missed morphic that he did. That's the first mistake Hughes made this entire race since Moat.
The first mistake. A slightly suboptimal Dragon opener and a missed mockball from Cutie. That's what's happened since Moat, Chad. You heard it here first. Incredible stuff.
Yeah, it's like a second and a half based on the elevator.
I feel like Zeni performs best when he knows that a runner is closing in on him. Whereas I feel like Cutie, having just gotten so loose, he's played so well from behind. It's been just incredible to watch.
Yeah, I mean, in Lower Norfair, Zeni was, I mean, especially with that saving thing, thinking like, it's my race to lose, and he definitely let Cutie back in it. And the mentality now is completely different. This is closer than the last race. The last race,
yeah, it is.
Zeni was ahead by like 30 seconds coming in.
Yeah, I still don't understand how the first race got back to being as close as it did, but it did. But now we've got, I think that was 35.
I don't understand how this one got close to being.
I mean,
I was saying in the beginning, there's 0 chance Cutie gets back. I was like, it's just not possible. Like, unless Zeni just completely beefs it. And like, he did make, to be fair, he did make one of the worst mistakes you can make time-wise with that bonked lava spark.
Right.
But even... survive, like I said, like just survive. I can count on one hand the amount of times I've survived that. And Zeni had no issues. Well, one issue, but with the save.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really, you can't pin it to a single large mistake for Zeni, and it's not even as if he played poorly. He played great.
There was a bunch of little stuff, like Fantoon, like his wreck ship was kind of rough. The big mistake was the bonk spark. That really just bleeds time and health, and he had to play it pretty safe. Had to do the save because of that. So
well, it all comes down to this, Doug, Torian, the great equalizer.
Yeah, Zeni's first one in. Let's see what sort of strats they're gonna go with. They almost have identical health ammo too.
Yeah, that's just scary. Oh wow, Zeni getting
Cutie,
hooked up.
no! Oh my god!
Grabbed. Oh, this is not great for Cutie. He's got to recover here.
Oh no,
Cutie, no!
It's.
They didn't have the best Metroid Room 3, but those first 2 were really tough for Cutie. His resources look phenomenal,
yeah, he's got the resources back. After all those mistakes, gets back. He did lose a lot of time, though. Like
yes. But 20 and 10 for Zeni, 15 and 10 for Cutie. Did he get the Rinka D boost?
Did not.
Oh, so close. Settles for the Iron Side Hopper D boost, but Zeni's setting up for Baby Skip. We did see both these runners miss Baby Skip last race.
Yeah, it could very well come down to if we have 4 missed Baby Skips. I'm gonna. That's unfathomable to me. Also, shoutouts to Eddie's.
Oh no!
Oh god!
Duck! Oh no! Zeni has missed baby skip. Cutie, though, with the dangerous strat. If Cutie can get this, Ducky's through the door.
Like I said, if we have 4 missed baby skips, I will not believe it.
Well, we're 1 shy. We've only got 3. And that catapults Cutie into first.
If Cutie holds this and, just needs to survive the Mother Brain fight, which at 69 health is not guaranteed whatsoever.
No, it is not guaranteed.
But this has to be, I obviously am not an encyclopedia of every single race. This has to be the greatest comeback of all time. At this skill level, there's, people with like 50s and stuff. No, so this makes sense for what I was saying before. When you're behind like this, you basically need your opponent to make a catastrophic mistake. And this distance is less big, but there's only so many things that can go wrong. Zeni just, takes the save, just plays it safe, right? And basically guarantees him the win if Cutie does have an error. So, it's definitely gamesmanship there. You may not particularly like, but
I wouldn't consider it games. I would say
it's definitely games
for sure. I think it's hedging. I think it's hedging your bets.
Oh yeah, I'm not gamesmanship is derogatory. It's definitely
no.
He's basically just if Cutie dies, I win. Which was sort of the situation anyways. He basically
it's come down to this. It's been a great race. We're neck and neck in Torian. I miss baby skip. If Cutie takes too much damage, I win, no matter what.
Yeah, especially and he's up 1-0. So this is quote unquote free race for him. If Cutie holds on to this, game 3 is going to be fascinating because both these guys have made just massive errors, and it's just going to come down to who can put it out of their brain,
who can shake it off, and who can play their game when they need to play it better.
Yeah, and I said these guys have made they're going to fish up time that's faster than anyone in this chat except for Oates and Kip has ever seen. So it's just absolutely outstanding.
Oh my gosh, Cutie is into the baby cutscene, Doug.
This I wouldn't be surprised if this would be a PB from Cutie if he first tried mode, honestly.
Yeah.
I think he 3-round Phantom too? No, I don't think Zeni had a 3 or a 4, but
yeah. I think Cutie had a really better than decent Phantom.
Yeah, like I said, one of the most perfect runs I've seen. And at this level, it's really, these races are just counting mistakes. It's and the Cutie just had one massive one where Zeni's were just much more spread out. So
right.
So I feel bad. Contra trying the mistake, but again, it's just both of them are just playing absolutely perfectly, and it comes down to mistakes. That's really what these races are.
It really does come down to it. It's not a matter of who wants it. It's a matter of who can out-execute the other runner. Who can capitalize on their opponent's mistakes with sublime play of their own. Duck, I'm practically at a loss for words, though. I've never seen anything.
Well, that's a first.
It is. I said almost, practically, nearly at a loss for words, but the most inspired comeback by ARealCutie. This is going to go down in the annals of Super Metroid speedrunning history.
Yeah, this is, definitely not the closest race at the end of the day. Zeni with honestly, the 2 saves, I know the second one, based on the race texture at that point, fine. But if Zeni doesn't save twice, this is almost tied, right?
Right.
So, I can't fault him for doing it. Like I said, it made sense to a certain extent. It was really only saving him for Wasteland. Maybe that, I think we're underestimating how long Firefly actually takes, so maybe the save was better, but...
It's definitely possible.
He would have been able to be more aggressive through a lot of the rest of it, so...
Cutie is on the escape, Duck.
Yeah, as long as Cutie doesn't go full Ivan, he is going to take game 2 here.
Oh my goodness. Going full Ivan.
You never want to go full Ivan.
Oh my gosh. One of your best qualities as a commentator, Duck, is your candor. We certainly appreciate it.
I think you're saying my best comment quality is making fun of Ivan.
Like I said, folks, Apathy Duck is willing to say what's on his mind.
I'm allowed to make fun of people who I have a better time than. That's all I'm saying.
Is that why you pick on me?
That's like child abuse at that point.
It's low-hanging fruit, but I tell you what isn't low-hanging fruit is ARealCutie at the landing site, finishing with an official race time of 43:23. GG's to ARealCutie.
If you told Cutie you're going to get a 43-22, do you think you win? He's like, no, absolutely not. This is just absolutely insane. I want to see. He definitely didn't waste 2 minutes, so it wouldn't have been a PB. It just shows you, like I'm gushing about how good. Oh, shout outs to that finish from Zeni.
Yeah, that was
swag and the loss. Outstanding. But yeah, Cutie didn't spend 2 minutes in moat. This shows you how good his PB is. Like, he barely made any mistakes in this. If you take the moat off, I think he's still 30 seconds behind his PB. It just shows you how insane his top runs are. Both these guys, I mean, they're neck and neck on their PBs. But yeah, game 3 coming up. I am unfortunately not gonna be here. I'm gonna miss it. We have dirty qualifiers to do. So, but gonna be. This is just outstanding. So please get back to me. Let me know what their comments are about that Everspark. Both of them nailing it. Absolutely.
Postcard, Doug.
I hope someone made a clip of the double Everspark.
It's so rarely seen at this level, the double Everspark. But oh my goodness, Doug.
But yeah, stick around. So it's going to be Hockey pulling the triple duty. Didn't want it to happen. Wanted to save his voice, but does not get his wish.
I just want to do my best, and I don't think I can. But we've got the incredible Just Defend, aka JD, on the mic as well for that race 3. It's going to be right here on the flagship station, SpeedGaming, for the SGLive 2022 Super Metroid 90% Tournament bottom bracket finals for a spot in the grand finals to face off with Zost. Duck, it's always a pleasure to do commentary with you. You bring a unique blend of humor, both self-deprecating and just, and unabashed in your criticism of other runners that are slower than you, which is a lot of them. But like I said, wonderful to have you on for comms, and good luck. Have fun with the qualifier.
Yeah, should be a good one. I'll be trying to watch as much of this as I can, but everyone have a good one. Stick around for game 3. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
Good evening, SpeedGaming viewers. Hello, welcome to Super Metroid 90%. This is the gold bracket. This is the losers finals. We are in game 3. Game 3 of the losers finals. I didn't even think we'd get this far. Cutie hasn't been able to pull out a 43. Hockey Towner, you're still with me. What's going on, man?
Oh my goodness. First of all, incredible introduction, JD. That was phenomenal stuff. But this matchup, this best of 3 match, has been superlative. These are 2 of the finest speedrunners you've ever seen in your lifetime.
They're pretty fine. I will say that. Right now, I'll spell it out for you guys. 2 speedrunners enter. 1 may leave and go on to face the top dog, Zost. So, right now, I have to say, Cutie, for him, you know, he had that rough start in the last game, in game 2, with the moat. He had to make a come from behind, you know, race victory with his incredible play from the rest of the game forward. For Zeni, the narrative for him is, can he skip that baby Metroid? Because he hasn't been able to do it once tonight, and it cost him that second game.
Right you are, JD. Right you are.
44th, 93, 45 for ShinyZeni. So maybe some fatigue. Maybe some fatigue for the players right now.
You hit the nail on the head, JD. I mean, the mental fatigue that having to do 3 races in a row back to back to back like this, that's exactly what it is. I mean, we might see, this might be the best, this might be the worst, it might be somewhere in the middle in terms of times for this race, but we're going to see a whole new slew of mistakes, JD.
Yeah, I would believe it. I would believe it. I think Cutie, he, you know, after the disaster that was the mode for him last game, maybe he'll step it up a little bit. You know, I know he's not happy. He can't be happy. 243s, like, he knows that probably won't get it done here. So we'll see if he can do a little bit better.
No, for sure, for sure. What if Cutie just opens up with big ARC energy and just first times that CWJ across the moat?
Yeah, that would be good. 2 moonfalls on the screen. How many pits we got? These players are too good. There's no pits. There are no pits.
No, it's pitless. It's the goose egg on the way there. But it's all about the way back, JD. This is an out and back here in Retro Bryn. So, as our good friend Crustacean7 so accurately put it, the opener of any percent, like many other categories, it's boilerplate, JD. We've seen it once, we've seen it a million times, but up until the BT fight, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah, not... you won't see too many things, you know, going wrong for these players. They're going through the motions. Let's see how the bomb Turizos go, because Cutie didn't have a really good bomb Turizo first game. Second game, you know, about average. I think Zeni has just been off to really hot starts, and you know, Zeni's just been playing. He's been playing very consistent. He's been playing very good. It's just that Metroid skip. So,
yeah,
if he can get that out of his mind, I would call him a real winner tonight.
Absolutely, JD, absolutely. But this climb separates the beginners from the seasoned pros, and these are 2 of the most professional pros you'll ever see.
Yeah, Cutie just has it like down to an art. I feel like, Zeni, go for that wall jump. Oh, very nice, coming into the parlor. Look at the movement, hockey. Yeah, it's I mean, all the races have been very close, and yeah, there are no losers tonight. There are no losers tonight. These guys played their hearts out, and it's just a shame that, you know, one of them has to be the runner-up.
100% fact, JD. It really is a shame. Like, you wish that this series could go on forever, you know, barring, you know, our runners taking breaks to eat and sleep. But it is a best of 3, and this is the 3rd of 3 races. And we've seen some spellbinding finishes. And like you said, our runners are off to just a terrific start here, as you see them both in that BT fight, avoiding the decapitation animation.
Yeah, very good BT fights from both of them. Right side for both of them. Almost identical with the strats. And that's how it is at the top level. Like, the players, they've really have refined their play. It may look similar, may seem some differences here and there, but they just know what to do.
They know what to do and they know how to get it done. They've been on the biggest stages you've ever seen in this game. And JD, they're competing for some of that winner's purse, the richest prize pool in Super Metroid tournament history.
Yeah, no kidding. So a lot of pressure. I mean, seeing Cutie mess up at the moat, like that's the biggest nightmare like I've ever had. Just not even playing the game, like seeing someone struggle there. So
yeah,
it's on. It's on right now. Cutie going for that backup mock ball.
My God.
He knows what's on the line. He knows what's on the line.
Yeah, you thought that moat was going to be like a $4,000 mistake, JD. It's just like it adds a new dimension that just hasn't been in this scene ever. Like there've been some cash prizes, but nothing like this that we've ever seen.
All right, very interesting. Zeni does not go for the Keiko, but totally fine for this room. They're gonna farm the Rio. Zeni gets a small energy. Cutie gets a missile. That's good for Cutie. They're tied on ammo. Cutie could use some energy, I feel like. But, you know, seeing these guys get past Fantoon doesn't seem to be a problem at all.
Yeah, the Fantoon is, you know, the great equalizer, the great gatekeeper of this PRKD, but the Fantoon fights have been the least of our runners' worries. I hope that continues, JD.
Yeah, I'm hoping so too. It seems like the big boss fight in these races is gonna be Ridley. Like Ridley,
Yes.
you know, these players, they're going for that X Factor opener, and they're trying to work that magic on Ridley, and he's not cooperating most of the
He is
time.
not.
But
He is not cooperating.
both players, the crispest of, you know, Green Hills, trying to get this charge shot on this last cacti, get that super missile, and up into the red tower.
Unbelievable. You're going to be utilizing that hero shot strategy. So difficult. Look at the tightness of...
Okay, Zeni, you can make it up there. Okay, very good. You have enough time to make it up there before the block closes, but that's going to put Cutie in the lead.
That was a fantastic recovery from Zeni, but an uncharacteristic mistake in that section of the game. So Cutie the first to grab those alpha power bombs, and then it's the journey across that moat, JD.
Yeah, I'll be holding my breath.
Yeah, as soon as both these runners are through the door, and they're going to be very, very close in time when they do so, I'm not going to say a word until they're in the wreck ship.
Ooh, similar strats there. Just going for the one farm. I think Zeni knows with that fall on red tower, he's got to try to catch up a little bit. Anything he can do to stay close to Cutie.
I would have thought that the best strategy, JD, would be to maintain, or I should say, gain a lead. Ooh.
Okay, Cutie taking some damage. It's not terrible. He needs to put that out of his mind and focus on this, because this is the big. Okay, he's in the water. We're gonna keep an eye on Zeni over here on the right. Cutie climbing out of the water. Zeni struggling with the bomb jump too. The pressure's on.
Oh my goodness.
Cutie's in the water again, and you can see him leaning forward. This is not what he wanted. I don't think this is what Zeni wanted either. Zeni, very close, gets across the moat.
Oh. Cutie into the water. Come on, Cutie.
Yeah, we're rooting for Cutie to get across this water. This is a terrible place to be. Zeni into the wreck ship. Back in the lead. Unfortunately, Cutie using that moonwalk, just going a little bit too far. He is going for that CWJ. He doesn't get it. He had the setup. Just gotta keep trying. Again, Cutie was having this problem last game, but he came back to win it. So there we go.
Yes! JD is across! Oh my gosh. So, What I was gonna say before our runners got to Moat, JD, was, do you think most of the time it's better or easier for a player to build and then hold onto a lead than to try to come back, claw your way back from a deficit? But we've seen Cutie do it once already, JD. He has to do it again here.
Yeah. Okay. Zeni trying to go for that Doppler, missing a few of those missiles. He gets a fast left. He's gonna get these missiles from the flames. Ooh, he missed the Doppler again. He's got to go for a 3-round. Another fast left.
Fast.
I think he's trying to figure out how many missiles he needs to use. Okay.
Wow.
Gets the Doppler that time. 3-round for Zeni. And you could see, like, even though he got a 3-round, not optimal. Oh my gosh, Cutie getting a fast right.
The fast opener? Oh, you know we were hoping for the fast, JD.
that would have been very rare. A very rare right pattern.
But a
Very
fast
nice.
mid!
Very nice. Fast mid, that's maybe one of the best patterns you can get. Okay, Cutie, it's go time. He's in this position again, and you were asking me that question. I feel like it's easier to make a come from behind, to come from behind and catch up to a person than to hold the lead. When I see someone next to me, and granted, these players, they're not in the same room, but they might be watching the restream. When I see that someone's ahead of me, like the lead dog in a racetrack, sometimes I feel like, hey, I know what to do. I can pick this up.
Yeah. Absolutely, JD, absolutely. Whereas the pressure is on the leader to maintain their level of play, and that's when the mistakes start to slip in. Oh my goodness. Well, just like we saw in race 2, JD, Cutie's got his work cut out for him here. Zeni has a sizable lead heading into bowling here.
Yeah, we're seeing Cutie drop that power bomb. He's going to use missiles on these atomics. He's trying to go for this double hit. Doesn't get the double hit, but cleans it up just nicely.
It was very nice. So Zeni gets to reflect and decompress a little bit with this bowling cutscene before picking up that gravity suit. Saw a great attic from Zeni as well. Oh boy, I feel like we're at the stove, JD. We've got the knob. We're just incrementally, we're just jogging it up, jogging up the heat.
Jogging up the heat.
We're going from.
I was about to say this is the cool down. This is the cool. I mean, the bad news is, you know, this will be the last race of this set. One of these players will have to move on. But
I know.
Yeah, the speed run. If we're talking about the speed run, it's gonna heat up. It's gonna heat up. And I feel like this is a weird little spot where you can gain some time in the upper Norfair. Like,
yes,
with it's all movement and execution. And there's no boss. There's very little RNG in my opinion, except for when you have to farm the bugs.
Except when you have to farm, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I've seen Cutie. He's been very nice, big energy. Cutie's been very good at his execution upper Norfair. We'll see if he can keep it up. Again, he is behind ShinyZeni due to that huge deficit he took at the moat.
Just incredible stuff from these runners. They're just putting it all out there. But you're absolutely right, JD. Going shopping in upper Norfair is treacherous. It can bleed. You can bleed time in these weird little ways, like at Bubble Mountain or in a cathedral, for instance, or even high jumper ice escape or something like that.
There's also, when you get to the end, when you're done with the shopping, these guys, they have to do that lava spark, and we saw Zeni mess it up, and I think that really keyed into a lot of his decisions when he got to lower Norfair. We'll see if he can get past that mistake from the last game and then maybe have a cleaner lower Norfair.
Right, you are, JD. It's such a great observation. that really was the tipping point. I'm not gonna say the turning point, but the tipping point definitely gave Cutie the momentum once Zeni made that blunder.
I see a comment there. You know, there were definitely a lot of moments watching Cutie in the last game where he just said, to heck with it. You know, I'm gonna do this and just go for it. And maybe it pays off. It's really hard to tell. I think the players just need to find their comfort zone in this race right now. And when you get in the zone like that, that's when you see the players rise to the occasion.
I have to agree with you, JD. It's just, when is that moment going to happen? When are they going to shake off those nerves, shake off that pressure, and just play their game? It could happen here. It could happen in Torian. It's anybody's guess. But it really has been entertaining to watch.
Yeah, no kidding. And guess what, guess what, Taki? We are shopping. We're getting the boots. We're going for the speed shoes. Get yourself an energy tank. Get some ammo too. You're trying to farm up this ammo. Looks like Zeni is in a good spot. Also Cutie as well. Cutie, the last game, went with 15 missiles, 10 supers. What do you think? If the race is as close as this, do you think he's going to skip those missiles at wave?
You know, I think you're asking about Zeni, correct, JD?
Well, either of the runners.
Either way, I think Cutie skips him. I think Cutie, it's been working for him. It's not the reason why he lost the first race. But I think if Zeni's really feeling like Cutie's putting the screws to him, we might just see Zeni skip those missiles.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Because we've seen it before. Cutie has gotten sniped at Mother Brain 1.
Yeah.
So this is devastating. You don't even get to finish the game or even have a chance to fight the final boss. So I would hate to see it, but going 15-10, we saw Cutie do it last game, and you know, it gave him an edge. I think he got to that zone where he wanted to be. He knew he was going to be saving time with that, and we see Zeni in the Rising Tide. I like that from Zeni. He's put his own little spin to it. Takes a little D-boost at the end there, and going up the Bubble Mountain. Watching out for that Jack attack. Yeah.
Incredible sequence there. That just an inspiring Rising Tide from Zeni, and just into Bubble Mountain with that waiver D-boost into the Batcave. Like, you can't ask for better movement than that from ShinyZeni. But you know what? I would be remiss, JD, as Zeni goes to pick up the speed booster. We are going shopping, and we got BOGO deals this weekend. This weekend only, JD. We got buy one, get one boots and shoes, as well as beams for Samus. Wave Beam and Ice Beam on sale. Package deal. Void were prohibited.
That's right. And
no cash on delivery.
Cutie went to that layaway. He got all the super missiles. He's stocked up.
Oh my gosh.
Zeni.
Oh my gosh.
Going for the 2 farm. He gets all the supers. We're stocked up. We're maxed out. We're getting all the value here, guys. All
the highest value. I mean, we want to talk about value per minute of race watching. This has got to be stratospheric in that figure.
I think Cutie takes 1 farm here. He just goes. He goes right after it.
Yes, absolutely.
Messed up a little bit, going down the hole in the back cave. Zeni picks up the wave missiles, keeping an eye on Cutie here. Is he gonna go 15-10?
I think he has to. I think chat pointing out that Cutie has a 28-second deficit to make up. Zeni built a nearly 30-second lead on one of the finest runners of this game of all time. And we do see that skip, JD.
Yep. It's he knows this is for all the marbles. So
it really is.
There can't be any doubt in his mind.
We talked about it a little bit in the earlier races, but the top 4 in this tournament I mean, these are the only other 3 runners that could really make Zost fearful of losing. It's crazy to think about.
All right, Zeni, going for the lava spark. Okay.
Oh,
Hold my breath there. Worried about the angle spark there, but gets it this time. We'll see how his lower Norfair goes. Again, he got to this lower Norfair, and with that mistake in the last game, he took a save. And wow, Cutie also nailing the lava spark.
wow.
Very nicely done. Cutie, when he comes down this lower Norfair elevator, I've noticed he's been messing up this morph strat when he goes over these tiny 2 hills at the bottom. We'll see if that gives him some trouble. He knows he's hot on the heels behind Zeni. Alright, getting the bounce strat this time. Zeni with the fast pellers into the worst room in the game. Getting that wall jump. Very nicely done.
Fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, we've seen it's the race nerves, JD. It's the nerves, the effect they have on these runners, and it's not to mention the mental fatigue of having to do a best of 3. Uncharacteristic mistakes. We saw a lot of menuing mistakes from Cutie, but was able to make up for them just with sheer movement. But Zeni is just holding on to this lead, not giving really an inch like he was in the previous race.
Yeah, it's very nicely done from Zeni there with the spark, collecting big energy. And there's nothing holding him back now. He's got the lead. He's no saving, no safety strats here. He can play comfortably. Cutie could have gotten an extra power bomb there. That would have maxed him out, but it's not a big deal because there's plenty of farming opportunities here to get the power bombs he needs to use on Ridley. Ooh, okay. Zeni.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at those resources, JD.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Game helping Zeni out there on the drops. We'll see how Cutie fares. Looks like Cutie's gonna be maxed out on supers. He probably gets some really good energy.
Oh, wow. Same energy as Zeni leaving Metal Pirates. And nearly the same ammo.
Zeni's going for the second X Factor. Okay, third X Factor. He's gonna go for fourth. No. Ridley goes into that pogo pattern. He can't do a 4th X Factor. Cutie only got 3 power bombs. He can only do 3 of them, potentially.
We did see Cutie do 4 when he had 4, but it really didn't buy him any time on this Ridley fight, unfortunately. But nailing those 3 beautifully.
Alright, so this will be... this could be very similar Ridley fights, excuse me. Ooh. Cutie taking a little bit of damage from that swoop. He's trying to look for that pogo pattern from Ridley. It could happen at any time. It's very, very frustrating sometimes.
This fight just seems almost impossible to a layperson like me, but these runners just showing that they have absolute control of themselves as well as being able to manipulate Ridley and stay in those pogo patterns. But that's it for Zeni. That is a dead space Pelican. Does Zeni pick up the E-Tank here?
No,
Oh, now this is interesting.
Yeah, I think because he had a lead, a very definitive lead over Cutie in the last game, he went for that E-Tank pickup. We'll have to ask, there's a lot of questions to answer after the game. It's fascinating. It's fascinating stuff.
It really is. Just the cerebral side of Super Metroid speedrunning.
Right.
I just love that reverse powerhouse from both runners. It's just so elegant. And if Zeni can get this short charge, yes, JD.
Yeah, I saw he missed that in the last game. That's gotta feel good. Cutie does not get it, so Zeni's gonna hold on to his lead. He's holding as hard as he can, but Zeni you know,
Oh.
getting past the amigos. Cutie just right behind him in this room.
Cutie is really closing fast. That was terrific Ridley fights from both runners, but there's just no quarter given, none expected here, JD. This is, you got to lay it all out on the line. This is it. This is the elimination race.
I think I'm seeing a few mistakes there from Cutie. You know, he had like an immaculate lower Norfair last time. I think he knows that he's behind. He's got to catch up a little bit. So you just got to, you know, try to calm himself down and see if he can keep pace with Zeni here going into Craig.
Did take a hit there, but he's fine. He's through. Zeni with as good a lower Norfair escape as you will ever see. Just incredible movement around those musketeers.
Ooh, Zeni leaving that super missile. He's just gonna have to go on without it. When you farm mini Kraid in the Kraid's lair, you'll get plenty of supers, so not a problem.
Says patience is a virtue after all, JD, and these runners will be rewarded for their patience, like you said, with that mini Kraid. It must feel so good for both of these runners, but especially Zeni, to put lower Norfair in their rearview mirror.
No kidding.
I mean, Kraid's warehouse and the Kraid fight, it's almost like an afterthought in this route. I mean, it's, you go in with speed booster, you just fly in, fly out, nail the quick kill. No muss, no fuss. Oh boy.
Yeah, a lot of concern for Cutie's energy here. So he's gonna have to get lucky on the drops from Kraid. If he gets some big energy, some super missiles, he'll be in good shape.
Love this from Zeni, the lag reduction strats during this setup for the Kraid quick kill. Of course, opening with missiles, trying to stun lock Kraid to land those 3 supers. Brilliant. Just brilliant. Still, there's a lot of redemption strats that are being nailed by Zeni here, JD. And the granddaddy of them all, though, is going to be that baby skip. Zeni wants that more than anything. He's licking his chops right now. Perfect from Cutie as well, JD. I mean...
yeah, and he grabs some energy, too. That's real good.
But Meridia is Cutie's section of the game, JD. Zeni has the stronger early game, but as Oat said in the first race, Cutie's mid to late game is on practically a different plane of existence.
That was really cool from Zeni there. Not getting that strat perfectly, leaving the green room in Kraid's lair. So just waiting a little bit, giving him an opportunity to get past all those flies.
It's just incredible to me, the sheer number of backup and backup strats.
Yeah.
JD, get ready. This is an incredibly technically demanding trick here. This is going to be the Everest Spark. Ooh, but Zeni did bonk that door heading into the fish tank.
Yeah, just jumping a little too early, going through the door transition, sparking up Mountain Dew.
So Zeni will be the first one to do battle with the water snake, with Botoon here in Meridia. Cutie with another sensational Everest Spark. Or Doom Spark, right?
Yeah.
Got a Summit Mount Doom. Oh my... that pipe maze from Zeni. Oh my gosh. You blink and you miss it. Look at the setup for the D-Factor.
Oh, Zeni messes up. I think he went too far forward. He's trying to get these supers into bot room.
Oh,
he's going to have to do a 2-round.
He was so close to a 1-round there. So, after missing those particles, how... Oh... And just decides to go. No drops. Very little supers. Cutie, though.
Cutie,
Yahtzee. I'm just going to say it. Yahtzee.
Cutie, though. Getting the 1-round bot room. Can he get the Yahtzee? He's got it.
Yeah, he's got it. He's also got the Yahtzee. Double Yahtzees.
All right, put the board games away. We're going for full halfy right now.
That's right. Full half always sound like a skateboarding trip, so we're trading in our board games for a board. We're a skateboard. And oh my gosh.
I like that from Zeni. So he did this in the last race. Cutie as well. Cutie doesn't get a drop, but there was a drop there, a super missile drop. And Zeni just taking a little time to get it. And I think that will pay off for him later. All right, we are in the Dragon fight. Zeni going for that X Factor. That spark looks good. The damage on Dragon looks phenomenal. He's going for 2 sparks right here.
Perfect.
What a fight.
Perfect fight. And the Spike Suit Master shows why he has that title. I just gave it to him, but Cutie, not to be outdone, also gets a Spike Suit.
Yes, keeping an eye on the drops. Cutie is up to 5 super missiles. Wow, he almost didn't get that wall jump, but his energy is also really good.
Oh my gosh, this is incredible.
Yeah, I hate to say it, this could come down to drops.
It really
Cutie,
could.
Yeah, Cutie, but you never know. The thing with this game is you never know what you're gonna get, because you could have the best drops. Oh my gosh, Cutie, what you don't want is struggle with that, the speed shoes, trying to get through Meridia in this water. You could have, the perfect situation going into Torian with good energy, lots of super missiles, and the Metroids don't give you anything. ShinyZeni doing that sweet numb strat, wall jump, charge shot, opening the door. He's getting out of Meridia. He knows Cutie's right behind him.
He's feeling the heat, JD. He's feeling the heat, but he is unfazed. Zeni is colder than ice right now, JD. And he's willing to sacrifice whatever it takes to win this race. What more could be said about these runners, about this tournament, about this game? It has just been a storybook ending. You couldn't script this better.
Yeah, it gives you everything, and sometimes it takes away. It takes away from you. You just never know. Super Metroid, just the love-hate relationship sometimes. Speaking from experience. So, Zeni, he's looking for some good drops here. Energy's only up to 100. Ooh, he's struggling with these pirates. Doesn't get the drops, really. And you could see disappointment on his face.
Oh my gosh. So that's 3406 G4 time. Cutie is just right there. Just coming from behind again.
Yeah, trying to cut the
11 seconds.
Yeah, trying to cut the deficit there is really close. Again, Cutie only has 15-10. When he gets to Mother Brain 1, if he gets there, he needs to make sure he's got all the supers, everything. It all goes into the brain, because he can't miss a shot. He could get sniped. It's just stay tuned, people. Stay tuned. You just don't know what's gonna happen. Zeni
don't anything but watch.
Zeni hasn't been able to skip the Metroid tonight. He needs to focus and just do it, and he will be tonight's winner.
I cannot imagine the pressure, knowing that he's missed it twice in 2 races, JD. What this must feel like for Zeni heading into Torian. I can't even imagine it.
All right, Metroid Room 1. He's down to 1 super. He's gonna go for a grouping strat here. Uses the missiles up to 4 supers. That's good. Cutie going for another grouping strat, but much riskier. Wow, up to 7 supers gets the energy. Wow.
Brilliant from Zeni there in Metroid Room 3. But again, Cutie not to be outdone, JD.
Oh boy.
Oh!
Zeni gets caught. One of these Metroids. Okay, good. My goodness. That was really
What a
close.
recovery.
He almost did that bomb too early.
Cutie with 1510. I don't believe this.
Alright, Hockey. You've been here before. You've been here for all 3 of these games.
I have. I can't. I hard cannot take this, JD. I just can't.
It's do or die.
Have to execute this.
Standing with the first jump.
Looks good.
Clears out. This is debris. He's got it.
Clutched it.
Cutie going for another jump. He has to. He's also got the skip.
Also
it's
clutched
really close. It's really close. Both the players stepping up, getting the baby skip.
They saved the best for last, JD, in this race 3. But now it's not over. We need down back Zeb skip. We need Mother Brain 1. We need Mother Brain 2 and 3 and the escape.
Yeah. And when you see it, Zeni did the Zeb skip. Oh boy. Cutie's got to try again. Okay.
He's through. He's through, JD.
Zeni did the Zeb skip. They're down to 59 energy. What a strat from Cutie. Clearing out the Rinkas, supers.
Oh, wow.
He's in there. He's in there. It's down to the Mother Brain 2 fight. 60 shots. 60 shots. Don't miss. Don't miss. This Mother Brain 2, onion rings, French fry eye beams. It's coming at you. You can't go below 300 energy.
You can't. You can't. And both our runners have identical energy right now, JD. They have the same odds of completing this fight. That is to say, neither has an advantage when it comes to health, but yeah, a missed shot from Zeni could allow Cutie to just get inch ever closer to him.
Zeni's playing very composed right now. I'm very impressed. These players, when they get to 45 shots, they're watching out for this red beam. The red beam ends the game. You cannot take that hit. You gotta avoid it. Ooh, a missed shot from Zeni. He's got down and he takes the damage. That was a fatal mistake. Can Cutie clutch the fight out? Here comes the red beam.
Oh my gosh. Oh. JD, I don't believe it.
Cutie jumping over the catch-up. He's not shooting anymore. He's done. He's done. ShinyZeni. Oh, so heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. He finally got that Metroid skip. He was in the lead. Very devastating. Cutie's putting his hands up. What a race, guys.
And it defies logic. It defies explanation. I don't believe it.
I'm telling you, this game gives you the highest of highs. It can give you the lowest of lows. Everyone, shout outs to ShinyZeni. What a show.
Oh yeah.
Both these runners, they put on a great show tonight. Very disappointing end to his run. And yeah, Cutie just hanging in there again with that moat, just I don't know, just confounding him, just able to stick with it and play as hard as he could. And yeah, he will survive the game tonight.
Wow. I mean, the official tournament results will show ShinyZeni as a third place finisher, the bronze medalist, so to speak, but there's nothing bronze about ShinyZeni. He's absolute gold in his commitment, devotion to not only running this game, but its democratization, its advancement as a popular speed game through his tutorials. Can't say enough good things about ShinyZeni, but this will be his exit from this tournament in just the most brutally heartbreaking fashion possible. But there's another wrinkle to this, JD. This, like I said it in the second race, but this is 100% going down in Super Metroid lore as the greatest comeback ever.
Hockey, it's well put. Cutie, he's got to conjure up some more magic, because waiting for him in the grand finals is going to be Zost. And I hear that guy's pretty good. So, Cutie, try to finish up this game. He's going to get himself a 42 on this pace. And I was talking about it. I know he wasn't happy about those 43s. So, gets himself a 42, even with that terrible start. And yeah, gotta be feeling good about it. Hopefully, he can only look forward to going up from here.
I mean, we talk about it so much. You talked about this game, JD, and just the thrill of victory versus the just agony of defeat. Oh my gosh. But Cutie to the ship, JD, finishing with an official race time of 42:24. GG's to ARealCutie, advancing to the grand finals against Zost. My goodness gracious.
Yes, absolutely. Kudos to both speedrunners. What a competition. The good news, and maybe even bad news, is, we've got more matches. There's more to come. More stress is coming your way.
We are now joined by today's runner-up, finishing in third place in the SGLive Super Metroid Any Percent Tournament, ShinyZeni. Zeni, GG's. That was an incredibly, incredibly well fought and well executed best of 3 series.
Thanks, Hockey. I appreciate that. I mean, obviously, I'm disappointed, mostly in myself, but I feel like I actually played well in the third round, so that's feeling good about it. Just pretty disappointed in the mother brain slip up there, but happens to the best of us for sure. I know Zost died to mother brain, I think a couple times in the qualifiers, so can certainly happen to anybody.
For sure, Zeni, for sure. I mean, yeah, you both in this race 3, I told JD about maybe halfway through, it's like you saved your best for last and just nail it. I even referred to on air, some of the strats you had not quite gotten in previous races tonight. The redemption strats, nailing baby skip, nailing that lava spark, like it was sublime to watch. It was just unlike any type of theater you could ever see on Twitch.
Thank you. Yeah, like I said, I felt good about the run as a whole. Moat was a little shaky for me, but I know Cutie had trouble in Moat again. But I feel like most of the run was solid, and that's all I can ask for, is that I play well and that it's a good show for everybody. Again, I am human, so I'm disappointed in the outcome. Mainly just the way that we got there, but it's okay.
Right.
It's okay.
Yeah, I have to say, very well played tonight. Your execution was very good. Just some major mistakes here and there, but beyond that, yeah, it was incredible race times put up by you. Incredible effort, We are also joined by Cutie. We're going to keep this a little short, guys. I apologize to the viewers. But Cutie, congratulations. Moving on to the grand finals.
Thank you. I picked a bad date for HBJ to break. So thankful it worked out. Sorry about the way it ended, Zeni. These matches take a lot out of you. I was thinking earlier, like during the race, I doesn't like necessarily feel like it's gonna take that much out of me, and then I get done and I'm just exhausted.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Well, kudos to you for your comebacks, man. I mean, honestly, there's just I was thinking about it after race 2. I was like, dude, that guy was driving all day and still is playing at this level. Like driving is exhausting. And then like you're out of your environment, you're playing at Eddie's somewhere completely unfamiliar to you.
I'm gonna blame Eddie.
Literally playing at Eddie's.
So I can cry all day about myself not playing well, but like you had every excuse in the book and you still came back on 2 and 3 and took the win. And that is huge props to you, man. Like
Hey, thanks.
Legendary, really.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I mean, it's not easy, especially when you're playing against someone really good to have motes like that. Thankfully in game 2, I just kind of shut my brain off and didn't think about it. Did quit watching the restream, just everything, and I got to G4 and I decided to check the restream just to see like maybe something went wrong, and I saw where it was and I was like, oh. And I looked over it. I looked over at the timer and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
It was a bad start for you and a bad everything else for me. Let's just put it that way. So,
oh my gosh. Well,
anyway, I know we're out of time here.
Yeah.
But, I just want to say
sorry.
thank you again to everybody. So I'll go ahead and bow out and let you guys do your outros. But thank you so much.
Yes, thank you guys. Thank you, ARealCutie, ShinyZeni. Incredible match tonight. Again, guys, grand finals is coming up. I believe it's going to be this weekend. Is that right,
It
Hockey?
will be. Yeah, I think it's Sunday. I think it's going to be on Sunday, JD.
Yeah. Again, you can find the information speedgaming.org/schedule. That's where you can find it. Keep an eye on it. We don't know when it's going to be scheduled at. It will happen soon. Don't miss it, guys. My name's Justin. I was joined by Hockey Towner. Hockey Towner, you're a champ, man. All 3 games hanging in there. We're going to call it a night. We will see you next mission.